My family started a group chat without me. Then I found out why, and the worst part is, I didn't even know it existed for months. Everything seemed normal at first. We still had family dinners, birthdays, random visits. Nothing felt off on the surface. But looking back now, there were definitely signs I ignored. Like how conversations would suddenly stop when I walked into the room, or how everyone seemed to already be on the same page about things I had no idea about. At the time, I just thought I was being paranoid. But then one day, I went over to my parents' house for dinner, and something happened that made everything click. Everyone was in the living room. My mom, my dad, my siblings, even my cousins, and they were all on their phones at the same time laughing. Like, really laughing. Not just smiling, full-on reacting to something. So I asked what was so funny, and immediately the energy changed. My mom said, "Oh, it's nothing," way too fast. My brother avoided eye contact. My cousin literally turned his phone away from me. That moment stuck with me, because it didn't feel like nothing. Later that night, I was sitting next to my younger cousin when his phone lit up with a notification. I wasn't trying to snoop, but I saw the name of the group chat pop up on his screen. It was our family name. Like, the entire family. Except me. At first, I told myself it had to be something small, maybe a planning group or something temporary. But then I started noticing more. People referencing conversations I was never part of, plans being made and changed without telling me, even jokes about things I had said, but twisted in a way I didn't recognize. That's when I knew something wasn't right. So I decided to ask my sister. I pulled her aside and asked her directly if there was a family group chat I wasn't in. She paused, and that pause told me everything. At first, she tried to laugh it off and said, "It's not a big deal." But I kept pushing, and eventually she sighed and said, "Look, you're not supposed to know about it." That's when my stomach dropped. I asked her what she meant, and after a bit of hesitation, she finally told me the truth. The group chat had been around for months, and it wasn't just for random updates or planning. It was mainly used to talk about me. Every time I missed a call, every time I didn't show up to something, every time I said or did something they didn't like. Instead of telling me directly, they'd go into that group chat and talk about it. Complain, analyze, judge, all behind my back. And the worst part? It wasn't just one or two people. It was everyone. My parents, my siblings, even extended family. Apparently, it started as a way for them to figure out how to deal with me. But over time, it just turned into a place where they could all vent about me without actually confronting me. I just stood there listening to my sister explain all of this, and I honestly didn't even know how to react. Because suddenly, everything made sense. The inside jokes I didn't understand, the looks they'd give each other, the way conversations would shift when I walked in. They all knew something I didn't, and they were okay with that. I asked my sister why nobody ever just talked to me directly, and she said, "It's just easier this way." That part hit the hardest, because it made me realize they didn't see me as someone worth having an honest conversation with, just someone easier to talk about. I didn't confront anyone else that night, I just left. And honestly, I don't think I'll ever see my family the same way again.